Today I'm going to interview the Deputy Head of Primary, Mr. Martin.
I'm Mr. Hutchin, I'm the Deputy Head of Primary. I'm delighted to meet with our head boy today to discuss the progress made at WSR so far this year.
Please tell us about yourself.
Okay, so my name's Martin. I'm from the UK. I've lived in the Middle East since 2012. I was in Qatar before I moved to the UAE, and now I'm in Ras Al Khaimah. I've been a primary school teacher for 16 years. I've spent the last 6 years as a member of the senior leadership team in different schools, and now I'm here at WSR to help the school improve further.
How did you work and live in the UAE?
So I have lived, as I said before, in the Middle East since 2012, for 10 years, and I always wanted to come to the UAE next. It was next on my list of places that I wanted to experience, and I really like Ras Al Khaimah. I live in the countryside at home, and compared to Dubai, this feels a bit more like the countryside. It has the mountains outside, and it's close to the beach, and a lovely golf course as well. And I'd heard good things about WSR and GEMS, and I wanted to come and experience it for myself.
As the Deputy Head of Primary, what do you think is unique about this school?
I think the unique thing about this school is the diversity and the inclusivity of it. It's got people from all over the world and all different backgrounds, all together working hard to understand each other's backgrounds and be kind and considerate to each other, not just the students but also the teachers. And also the geographical location of it, it is in the Northern Emirate, and it is far out of the city, and I like that about WSR.
The pandemic has affected us all in many ways. In your opinion, how has it affected education?
It has affected education globally. As the pandemic has gone on, we have had lots of data by research foundations and think tanks that have been able to assess the impact it's had, and it's had a massive reduction in mathematics globally, but also in this region. It's not helped us with our ability to read and understand what we're reading. So academically, that's the impact that it's had on us as teachers and learners, and we're working hard to make sure that any gaps that occurred due to the pandemic and blended learning and online learning are filled. So that's our job at the moment, but more than that, it kept us apart from each other socially, right? So it had a negative impact pastorally, socially and emotionally on adults in school, your teachers, children and your parents at home, because you couldn't interact with anyone, right? You were stuck, you couldn't play, you couldn't really talk to people, and you couldn't spend time next to each other. You were all at different desks, so it made it really difficult socially and emotionally to develop those skills, because you spend 2 years not practicing being kind to each other, not practicing playing with each other. So just as important as the academic impact is the impact it's had on us socially and emotionally. So we've got to develop those social skills and our well-being to make sure that as we were pre-pandemic, we have those skills to interact correctly with each other and enjoy each other's company.
How do you motivate your team?
How do I motivate my team? So I think it's important that you have a clear vision that you share with your team. So our vision at WSR is to make sure that we're providing all of our students with the best education possible. Now that's not just academic, but it's also pastoral as well, it's holistic. So I share that passion with the team, and we have a clear direction, and we have a collaborative way of achieving this. So everybody has a voice in what's going on at the school, and everyone is pulling in the same direction. And I believe once you've got those things in place, the team are motivated to achieve them, because they're all passionate about their jobs anyway. That's why people become teachers, because they're passionate about young people and preparing young people for the challenges of real life.
How do you balance work and personal life?
Yeah, so that's a good question, isn't it? I think that affects everybody more and more in the 21st century. So as we're developing all of our 21st century skills and our digital literacy, we are available 24/7. Our phones are always beeping for WhatsApps, and people can call us even when we're out the house, and we get emails wherever we are in the world. Now, I'm old enough to remember when that didn't happen. So if you're out the house or you'd left work, nobody could contact you until the next day, right? But now that's unable to happen. So I think one important thing is to make sure that you are planning your day carefully, so you make sure that you're working through your responsibilities efficiently. So when you leave for the day, you haven't got to take work home with you, you haven't wasted time. And also setting boundaries. There is always work to do. You could work 24/7 and still not finish it all, right? So it's important that when you leave for the day, or when you're at home and you've chosen to finish for the day, that you're able to switch off. I'm lucky because I have 3 children at home that take up my time, and I can prioritize them. And also I have hobbies. I like to run, I like to play golf. So I'm able to have a nice balance between my work life and my personal life.
And lastly, what message would you like to give to the WSR community?
First of all, I'd like to say that I'm extremely happy to be here, and I'm starting to settle into GEMS WSR and Ras Al Khaimah in general, and I'm passionate about improving the school and making sure that all of our children achieve their academic potential, their social potential, and also they have fun while doing it, and we are making sure that they are developing the skills that they're going to need to go forward in their future endeavours, whether that be secondary school or later on in life. We are preparing them for the 21st century.
Thank you for having us here.
No problem, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to speaking to you again, and I'm going to monitor the progress that the SRC are making and what impact you're having on the school. I'm sure you're going to do a fantastic job.